What's up guys, Winter Kills here, bringing you an updated Atlantean Mermail deck profile as requested. Of course, post-adjusted ban list, so without any further ado, we'll go ahead and jump in to the monsters. So to start off, we're playing Triple Megalo. As always, I think Triple Megalo is the standard right now, just because those discards are key. 3 Teus. I think if you're gonna play any more Mermails than just Megalo, might as well be Teus, just because it does help you get that extra search of your Pike or Turge or your Gund, but also adds another discard outlet. And then lastly, for some of the bigger monsters we're playing, is 1 Moulin Glacia. This card is absolutely nuts. Even more so now that Neptibus is a thing, because Neptibus helps you set this up so much faster. With all the Dragoon searches you can get in one turn due to Neptibus's effect, and this is just so much easier to bring out, and it's amazing turn 1 if you have to go first. This is just such a good first turn play to go for. So yeah. Next for Atlanteans, we're playing Triple Neptibus. Send an Atlantean to add yourself an Atlantean. Of course, my favorite target of mine to send off this right off the bat is a Dragoons. Get your extra search. Of a Sea Serpent, so then this will add me a Dragoons, and then that Dragoons I sent will add me a Megalo, help set up more plays, and then Megalo gets on board. If I'm going second, I tribute this off, especially summon out that Dragoons from Grave. And heck, if I get another Dragoon or Megalo on board, I can tribute off that Dragoons and get another search. This card allows for so many Dragoons searches in a turn. You can just abuse the hell out of Dragoons, especially since it's not once per turn. Cards like Instant Fusion, Megalo, Teus, it's just absolutely insane. Triple Heavy Infantry. Not only is this good for getting rid of Pendulum Scales, because obviously they're face-up cards, getting rid of their last Lesser Pendulum, or I guess their only Lesser Pendulum, or their only Monkey Board, or their only Skullcrobat Joker. This also has the effect that you get an extra normal summon of 1 level 4 lower Sea Serpent type monster, so preferably Dragoons or Neptibus. Not Dragoons, preferably Diva or Neptibus to help further your combos. It's just, in my opinion, one of the better Atlanteans. I like this card a lot better than I do Marksman, especially for going second. I think this is a lot better than Marksman, and why I'm playing 3 Infantry and not 3 Marksman. I was playing 3 Marksman at one point, but I'm only playing 2 now, just because I think, one, I wasn't opening this card way too much and testing and playing in tournaments. I just didn't like seeing this card as much as I like seeing Infantry. Don't get me wrong, the attacking effect where it does damage and special summons out level 4 lower is relevant, especially when your opponent's in a rough position, or you've got like a Raigeki or Darkhold to clear the field and you normal summon this out. If you have no other way to get to Neptibus, boom, this will get you out Neptibus. And then main phase 2, you can just activate its effect and then presume to make more plays. Next we're playing Double Dragoons. This card really makes me want to play Jar of Avarice or Daigu's Armel in the extra deck. Just because it's so easy with Neptibus being a thing and the Triple Megalo to burn through this card so fast, and then making late game Neptibus not that great, because this helps further your plays to get Megalo on board to help push for damage, which is the main goal. Is if you're not OTKing, you're basically got to go into grind game mode, which is not the deck's strong point. I guess it would be just more OTKing. But yeah, like I said, regardless, amazing card. Definitely want to max out on it. Don't really want to just play 1 of these. You definitely want to play 2, play 3 if I could. Hell, I'd play 5 if I could. But like I said, there is an issue that I want to try to resolve, is that you run out of them a little too fast, and I want to try playing Emerald or Jar of Avarice main board and see how that works. And the last Atlantean I play is 1 Poseidra. It has cool combos with Infantry and Neptibus and stuff. But it's also an amazing discard outlet for Megalo, and a good target for Neptibus to summon out of Grave, especially when you're tripping off Megalo, to get that 24, 24, and then the 28 off this. Helps OTK a lot easier. And then I'm playing 1 Gund, 1 Turge, 1 Pike. The rest of the Mermails, I like Turge a lot better than I like Pike right now. I'm almost tempted to play 2 Turge as I only have 1, because Turge gets you back Infantry, Diva, Neptibus. This doesn't search you a whole lot. It only searches you Gund and Undying. I guess they're both pretty good. This is a little bit better with double summon. This not so much, and this is a 700 body, so at least this can crash with a first turn Dweller if need be, just to get rid of it. But like I said, I just like Turge better than Pike. Some of you may disagree with me, but yeah. And I'm not playing Lind and Sphere just because I think that engine's a little too slow right now, but maybe later I'll start playing that again. That is subject to change. 2 Undying and the 1 controller, just acting as a 4th and 5th Neptibus, just because if you don't have Neptibus, this is basically, you know, the next best thing. 1 Diva, this card's busted, doesn't really need an explanation. It's just, if you open this, Infantry, and Instant Fusion, you're setting yourself up for a pretty freaking awesome turn. Double Veiler, I think, is the hand trap choice for me, at least right now, if I'm going to play any hand traps. I just like this a little bit better than Max C, so I'm going to stick with Veiler in the main board for now. So yeah, that's it for the monster lineup. We'll jump into the spells and traps next. Alright, so for spells, we're starting off with triple Instant Fusion. Best spell card in the deck, I should say. Gets you back your Dragoons from grave, or it can go grab you something like a Gen X controller if you need to, and then it'll help set up an easy level 7 synchro for Gungnir or for Black Rose. I don't know how many times I've opened up controller and no Undying, and you think the controller's dead, but with this, gets you a free synchro and gets rid of anything else that's dead in your hand, maybe like that Undying that you can't use because you have the controller in hand with it. So this is a pretty useful card as far as utilities go, not only just reviving Dragoons, but also setting up some synchro plays. Double Chalice next, because this is really helpful for dealing with first turn Dweller that Veiler can't stop. Like I said, you can't Veiler a first turn Dweller because it's obviously not going to do anything. You can't Veiler. You can Veiler a Majesty's Fiend. Well, not Majesty's Fiend, like a Vanity's Fiend. But of course, you can't Veiler during your turn. This is just a better breakthrough skill during your turn, and just a better Veiler during their turns. I don't know. It's just, I just like the card a lot better. It can boost your guys up as well, but it helps just deal with problem cards like Majesty's Fiend. It's a huge problem for the deck. This helps that, and it's just really good for Dweller. This is also good for Majesty's Fiend as well. Another out to problem cards. 1-for-1 Twin Twister, Raigeki, just some staples. And then double summon and salvage. Salvage is way better right now. Definitely want to play this card now that Neptibus is a thing. And before, not so much. But this card just gets 10 times better with Neptibus. Same thing with this as well. And then one Abyssgale to Mizuchi. That search target off Megaload, bump him up to 3,200, attacking twice. That alone with Dragoons is enough to OTK. So this card is not only gives a sense that it negates spells, it makes your opponent force out a negation, having to burn a spell if they don't really want to, and helps to OTK a lot faster. And then lastly for traps, we're playing just 1 Solemn Warning. So I feel like it's just a really good trap to play right now. I'd rather play this than Sphere as well, so yeah. And that's it for the main deck, 40 cards in all. We'll go ahead and jump into the extra deck. Alright, so for the extra deck, we're playing 1 Gaios and 1 Red Eyes Flitter Metal for 7s. Not playing Draco Sack and not playing Big Eye, strictly because I don't own a Big Eye currently at the moment that I have available to use. And also, I've found that like I really don't ever want to go into Big Eye, and when I even had the option to go into him, I just never needed to, and haven't really missed him since. Like I've been playing him, I've been playing the deck without him for like the past 2 weeks at tournaments and testing, and these are just much more viable, I think, in a sense that like more necessary to go into than Big Eye, and I just like these a lot better personally. And if you do have to deal with problem cards on your opponent's side of the field that you would take otherwise the big eye. That's what infantry's for. Infantry just clear those off the field, no problem. And I guess you could count this as a big eye-esque monster. This will trigger your dragoons effect, unlike big eye, and it also steals stuff as well, and doesn't take up a monster space on your side of the field, and this can still attack, which is helpful for the OTK situations. One dweller win condition, boosts everything up by 500, stops graveyard effects, really good against Cosmo. Just overall amazing card. Bahamut Shark and Trite. I think this little package right here is still necessary at the moment, of course, until I think the Hope Weaver rank 4, 2 level 4 water monsters, Xyz comes out in the future. I think in Shining Victory, when we get that, I'll probably cut this for that, and I'll probably cut this for a second dweller, or maybe more synchros, I'm not sure. But that's it for Xyz. Satisfied with those, they work pretty well. And then for synchros, we're playing one Trish, one Gungnir, Black Rose. Just recently started playing this again, and I'm so happy that I play it. It just helps you get out of so many rough situations, and a lot of times your opponent doesn't expect this. It's the Exciton that you can make that, you know, isn't banned. This is really just good against Pepe, just because they lose all their scales and everything. It's just so good. One DeLorean sets up some cool combos, Armory Arm and Herald. I wasn't playing Armory Arm for the longest time, but recently started playing it just because I realized how good it is to equip to a Megalo at 3,400, not even counting like a boost from Dweller or the Mizuchi that it would get, so an extra 1,800 attack boost, attacking twice. Like, that's just OTKs for days, and the burn damage that would inflict as well. It's just awesome. And then the one Tatsunoko being very key to set up Mulan plays as well as Trish plays. This helps you get maybe 1 or 2 extra water monsters in the grave you might need, and gets you this as well a lot faster. So that's it for synchros. Then lastly, for fusions, of course, you probably guessed it, double Nodin for that triple instant fusion. I know some people play one of this maybe. I like 2 because there are times where you need late game instant fusion access, and you definitely want to have a second one of these for that as well. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. We'll go ahead and wrap this deck profile up real quick. Alright guys, so that's been it for my updated Atlantean Mermail deck profile for the post-adjusted ban list format. I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you did, please do express that by leaving a like. It would be greatly appreciated, as well as if you got any suggestions or anything you want to tell me, go ahead and post them down in the comment section below. I'd be glad to read those. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new, guys. The support is greatly appreciated. Cannot stress that enough. And thank you so much for watching. Yeah, Winterkill signing out. See you in the next one, guys.